the Made in Nepal book you paint. So what's your idea about it? Why did you paint it? Like, is your idea behind it to like influence the Nepal's new entrepreneurs, the young Jains, to
It,
drive
it's
them?
a it's a story about how Nepal is been able to position itself in the field of business and have dealt with difficult situations like the Nepal earthquake and the COVID and the changing political landscape from time to time. And still, there are entrepreneurs who are doing business successfully. So the unfortunate narrative that is being established that it's very difficult to do business, etc., etc. I think this book is a testimony to showcase Nepal and Nepal's business opportunities. And it relates with my life. It's not theoretical. The book is not theoretical. It's a practical document. How
Yep.
we have taken the YY, which was originated in Nepal, the instant noodle, from Northeast as well as from Nepal to the whole world. There are still things that can be done. So it's a question of, it's an inspirational, story based on facts and reality.
So, sir, continuing with this, sometimes as an MP and the Nepal's number one billionaire, sometimes often critics thinks that Nepal's the oldest ones in Nepal. They actually benefits from the political proximity. Mostly, this question raised after the recent unrest, the Nepal's unrest. So, what's your take on this? Like, how do you think? Is it actually true, or is it like some political narratives that are fed to like the neighboring countries and all?
No, no. We see Nepal has to has understands very well that with India, our coexistence, our synergies, our complementary relationship across all aspects is very, very crucial. And if anybody tries to sort of ignore that, it's not going to work. Okay, I mean our destinies are tied in because of geographies. That doesn't mean that we are not going to deal with China, but you don't have to deal one against the other. Both have their own respective roles. Now, this Gen Z movement was based on the frustrations of the youth, like in many other countries, about the deliveries over the last 36 years. People wanted much more and much more. There are countries who delivered much more. So after the Gen Z movement, there was a complete regime change and a new set of governance, a new set of political parties are being re-elected. We are all going for election. And we hope that we'll be able to take lessons from the what happened that time rather than being negative or critical about it. We will do a soul searching, we will do introspection as a country, and we will have to come up with an accelerated pace of growth to create job, create a business opportunity, make a more viable destination for attracting foreign investment.
So, sir, Nepal, we are already inching towards the Nepal election. It's
5th of
already
March.
5th of March, yeah. So, what do you think about the new election thing after this unrest
Well, we
and
are very
massive unrest?
excited. I belong to the Nepali Congress Party, apart from being a businessman, as you know, and I'm on contesting election.
Yep,
I'm here
we know.
because it's very important for me to showcase my work and made in Nepal,
Nepal.
and that's why I came and took a day off. Otherwise, I have been campaigning. I feel that a new government will emerge out of this whole electoral process, who will be far more serious, far more aggressive, whose agenda will be more economic centric.
So even sir, you are in a like good relation with India. Always, you always been a good relation with India. But the, during the recent violence, we see you were in Kathmandu. Properties are being targeted during the Gen Z protest. And what do you think about this violence? Cause
You see,
violence has never
always
been an answer.
it's all started with a very good, very pure, very appropriate, of, wishes and aspirations of the youth, the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
8-9 million Nepalese people had to leave this country for education or for job out of 30 million. So you can imagine that everybody feels that there is no future for us in this country. People were losing hope. So they started off with a massive, and it was supported by the society because society also believe in it. Okay, but wrong elements. There were in many cases many elements whose job was to create more confusion, more problems through vandalism, through destroying, by torching properties. All this also happened, which happens always. There are always infiltration. It was a case of an infiltration, but that doesn't change the as the real pure aspiration to see a prosperous Nepal for their own future, okay, and for the cry for that, the effort for that. We have to respect that, we have to appreciate that.
So we always see you are always echoing positivity throughout Nepal and India. So following this unrest, what will be your 5 suggestions to Nepal's youth, and how
No, no,
can the Nepal?
it's not that easy to give 5 suggestions to anybody. We need to have a more prosperous Nepal. We need to have a Nepal where we have a top class, a good quality education, which is affordable. We need to have health system, which is affordable. We need to have job. There should be people, once they get educated, they need to be there have to be adequate opportunities for them to be employed in a happy manner. Nobody wants to leave their homeland. Nobody wants to leave their family. We have to work to build infrastructure, railway system. We have to connect our international airports. At the moment, out of three, only one is operating. Two others with India and China to bring in more tourists, to bring in more prosperity, more job, more opportunities. I think everybody needs to work together for a single goal of rebuilding Nepal's governance, corruption-free, action-oriented government. Everybody need to give the new change a chance.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.